I really think that this video wouldn't be complete without you talking about the best locations available in your country. So do you want to give us maybe like 3 to 5 locations where you would say, wow, if you ever come to Bulgaria, maybe you have a trip planned to our country, then these locations are locations that I highly recommend that you visit. And if you could also maybe state some of the pros of the location so people can really see the reasons as to why they should visit there.
Yes, definitely. I can talk about some places that I would recommend. Now, it's totally different if you are coming to visit as a tourist who just wants to explore, or if you're coming as a digital nomad who needs to work and needs to stay in a certain place for a little while, like a month or 2 or 3. So there are definitely some different options for different people. I'm gonna say upfront, we have a lot of smaller towns and cities who have amazing nature and artifacts and so many beautiful monuments and things connected to our history. We have a pretty rich history. Bulgaria was first founded in the year 681, which is quite a long time ago. So our history is very rich, it's very interesting. There are a lot of places for you to visit, a lot of interesting things to learn. So definitely do a research on that if you are planning to go to Bulgaria and visit some of those places. But I will talk about now some of the bigger major cities that we have in our country, because they have opportunity for stays, for fun nightlife, co-working spaces, good internet, and all of those things that I mentioned before are important for digital nomads. But you know, if you are a digital nomad who loves to explore the country that you're in, definitely do a research on and some of the good places you can visit in Bulgaria. So let's think about the cities. Number one, of course, I'm going to mention Sofia. It's my birth city. It's the capital of Bulgaria. It's the biggest city that we have. And it's cool because we have a lot of young people living in Sofia. So of course it's going to be easier for you to get by, you know, speaking English. It would be a lot easier for you to stumble upon someone who speaks English here as opposed to a small village somewhere else. So that's definitely a plus. There are also a lot of different neighborhoods here, most of which have parks or have a nearby park. So you can totally hang out there. There are a lot of new co-working spaces and just general open areas like cafes, bars and stuff like that that offer Wi-Fi and good internet connection, so you can hang out there and do some work. But yeah, there's some opportunities for a nightlife. Again, some really nice cuisine. There are a lot of restaurants here, and I just feel like every foreigner should come to Sofia and see if this is what they enjoy. If you like being in the big city, definitely come and check it out. And if it's not your cup of tea, you can research some smaller cities in the country and visit them. Now, another town I would like to mention is Plovdiv. And this is another great big city here in Bulgaria that, you know, again, offers some similar benefits. Again, co-working spaces, spaces with Wi-Fi where you can sit down and do your work. It's again not one of the most inexpensive cities in the country because it is quite popular and there are a lot of tourists there. So obviously, you know, the prices are going to be a little bit higher than some other more regular towns and places in the country. But another great option. It was actually European's cultural capital in 2019. There are a lot of fun places to explore. There are a lot of young people in Plovdiv as well. It's also kind of like in the middle of the country, so if you are staying there and you are interested in exploring and traveling around, it would be easy for you to get from one city to another. If you like the seaside and you like the beaches, we have the two major seaside towns that we have, Burgas and Varna. Both of them are again big cities with great infrastructure. If you are going to be staying in Varna or Burgas, it's going to be easier for you to travel to some of the other smaller seaside towns which offer really fun nightlives, and it's just, you know, a lot of fun, some amazing beaches. A lot of tourists and foreigners come to the seaside of Bulgaria, so it's very likely for you to meet people from your own country if you're there. but it does get quite crowded during the summer, especially June, July, and August, you know, the beginning of September, as well as it starts around the end of May. Really packed with tourists and people who are on vacation. So if you don't like a lot of overcrowding and a lot of people being in one place, then you should consider going there in another season, maybe not summer. But if you enjoy being on the beach and you don't mind the crowds and the people, then you can definitely go there. There are a lot of fun festivals that happen during the summer on the seaside, so there's so many different fun things for you to do. Again, travel to the smaller cities, explore some beaches, explore the nature, and yeah, just you know, sip your cocktail and work by the beach. I'm sure it's amazing for all of you who love beach days. So yeah, that's another option. And finally, I would like to mention a city who a lot of digital nomads know about and tend to go to, and that's Bansko. So that's a city that's in the mountains actually. We have a lot of foreigners and tourists that know about this city, and they come to it during winter when they have a winter vacation to just ski and enjoy you know, all of the winter sports. So if you are a fan of winter sports, then that is definitely your city. It's smaller than any of the other cities that I've mentioned before. But it still works. They do have some co-working spaces there as well. They are aware that they have some digital nomads visiting this town. However, again, in the winter it can get really overcrowded. It's not a very big city, but you know, I think that this is all I can say. Again, if you're someone who loves and enjoys exploring and traveling around the country and enjoying some sightseeing, some nature, some history even, definitely make sure to check some of the smaller towns. I've just mentioned some of the more hot spots for digital nomads and the ones that, you know, can fit the requirements that a digital nomad would have for a specific city that you want to hang out with in. But yeah, feel free to do your own research and explore the country. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of fun, and yeah, I really hope that all of these sound good to you and your audience, so you can come and visit Bulgaria soon.
Well, I really appreciate you being this detailed, and I hope our subscribers are gonna appreciate it as well, because it's very rare that I actually get someone like you on my channel to talk about their place, their country. So I really appreciate that. And I would also like to ask you whether, you know, you think it's possible for us to do future videos on topics related to Bulgaria or nomadism in general.
Yes, definitely. It's always a pleasure to do videos with you, and I really hope that your audience enjoys this one and considers coming to Bulgaria. Thank you so much. Bye!
Subscribe now and turn on alerts to never miss any of my future nomadism, dating, and business advice videos. I highly recommend that you grab a free copy of my latest ebook, The Nomad Elite Income Booster, your go-to guide for creating passive income streams using the internet. All you need to do is click on the link below the video. And if you got some more time left, check out these videos. Thank you for watching.